How many murders is it going to take before you start believing that this maniac's out there? 3 victims in 3 days. You're supposed to be finding him.
And called the Black Lotus, operating here in London, right under your nose.
What are you thinking? Pork or the pasta?
Oh, it's you.
You'll be doing roast pork, not if you're slicing up cadavers.
What are you having?
Don't eat when I'm working. Digesting slows me down. Examine some bodies.
Something.
Could you wheel them out again for me?
Paperwork's already gone through.
Changed your hair?
What? Well,
it's good. It suits you better this way.
Amanda?
We brought you a present, a little gift when you came back from China.
It's hand soap in his apartment. 300 millilitres of the brand is that hand cream there on your desk.
It wasn't serious between us. It was over in a flash. But he didn't appreciate me. Took me for granted. We'd planned to go away for the weekend and then he'd just leave.
He brought you a present from abroad to say sorry.
He said he bought it in a street market.
£9 million.
Right.
oh my God. 9 million!
Over 1,000 years old, and it's sitting on her bedside table every night. It's not enough that we got her 2 henchmen.
It must be a vast network.
Without your assistance, would not have found passage into London. We did not anticipate. We did not know this man would come. And now your safety is compromised.
So this is like the second time that I'm filming Sherlock Holmes and there was some technical difficulties. Half the time I didn't have my mic connected to the damn camera. I had to shut the camera off, turn the camera back on with the mic attached. Now somebody's parked right in front of my house and has been honking their horns for the last 5 minutes. So this outro is gonna be very, very short. This episode was very, very good. I loved it. I'm always saying very, very. It was an extremely good episode. I really did enjoy the aspects of getting like the criminal mind of the Chinese, was it Chinese? The Chinese working. We got to see, I really like this show for what it is. It gives you a very long story. You could try to put the pieces together to figure out who's what, where, when, why, how. And then every time I'm in it for a second, I'm like, okay, that's the bad person. The villain generally doesn't really come into the show at all until the very end when they know who the villain is. It's not like the villain was there prior and is like working with them. I'm kind of used to other shows doing that where the villain or the culprit of behind whatever the case of scenario is, some murder or whatever, is there helping them out, or we bump into them throughout the story, but not these villains. So the brother killed that really nice lady who worked at the museum. I'm still kind of confused about like everything. Like, why did the 3 people die? I guess because 2 of them got killed because they one stole something, right, and gave it to that lady. And then they also thought that guy had something to do with it, and then he got killed, and then she got killed because she wouldn't help them kill the other 2. Is that what it was? Comment down below, guys, because you know I get very, very confused. The show is a lot. They impact you in one time. I do like it out because they do try to space it out, and this episode wasn't as, for me, like fast-paced with the wording as it was in the first episode. But overall, I would give this a 9.5. The lady character who's with Dr. Watson, I love her so much. I hope she does come back on another date because, you know, she's really, really cool. But I don't see that happening. If that was my first date, I'd be like, no, child, we are good here. Absolutely not. But like I said, overall, I think this would be like a 9.5. And I really can't wait to see the next episode to see what we're going to do to wrap up the first season. Also, these episodes obviously don't tie in together. They're one standalone episodes, and then we move on to something else. So I'm assuming that the 3rd episode is going to be its own thing, its own wrap up of the season, because the first the first one and this one have nothing to do with each other. We had just character developments in different episodes and new characters in the first episode since we were new to the show, but the characters from the first episode wasn't at all in the second episode. So I'm assuming maybe that's what we're going to get in the third, but it'd be really nice if we kind of can mesh both the first and second episodes of dealing with the characters into one episode, and I get to love on them all. With that being said, guys, if you've seen this reaction, realize you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Also, please like and share this content because it does wonders for this channel. And I'll see you all next time on This Ray.